Welcome, everybody, to the Business Spotlight series. My name is Steve Chiama, and I'm the franchise owner for Action Coach in the Northern Virginia, Fairfax County area. I'm your host today for the Business Spotlight podcast. And today, I have the pleasure to introduce Anita Selwyn, the founder and CEO of Edrival AI, as my guest. And today, we're going to talk about Anita's business, her journey through business ownership, the challenges, best practices, and share a peek into what it's really like to own and operate a business. So if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get notifications when new shows like this drop. Anita, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us here today. And if you don't mind, please give us a little bit of background of who you are and tell us a little bit about your business.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for having me in your show. Yes, I'm the founder and CEO of Edrival. We are a global leader in AI-powered learning, delivering transformative solutions for enterprises, governments, and educational institutions across North America, Europe, Middle East, and Asia. So our platform uses advanced AI to convert existing content into dynamic, personalized learning journeys, and it's guided by the real-time skills assessments, continuous feedback, and outcome-aligned pathways. And we help organizations accelerate workforce readiness, drive educational innovation, and we support national development goals from content creation to skill mastery. So that's our product in a nutshell.
Awesome. I'm going to get into who your typical customers are in a minute, but I want to take a tangent first of all and share with our viewers a little bit deeper about how your business is structured. So, sole owner, business partners, outside investors, how are you structured at this point?
So we are incorporated in Virginia. So it's
Mm-hmm.
a corporation, and I have a co-founder.
Mm-hmm.
And so my business partner is my life partner as well.
Mm-hmm.
My husband and I are the co-founders of this company, and
Very good.
right now it's bootstrapped. And we do have a director of BD,
Mm-hmm.
that's Paul, and we do have other employees working uh,
Good.
sales and partnerships and customer support. And my co-founder is the CTO of the company. He's the brain behind the entire AI platform that we developed. And we have a development team as well.
Awesome. What's your role in this? What pieces of it do you perform?
Um, I'm the CEO, so a little bit background about the founders.
Mm-hmm.
So we both are computer engineers,
Mm-hmm.
and we were the first batch of computer engineers from our university in India at that time. It was 3 decades ago. And so we are more into technology and
Mm-hmm.
development. So he's the chief architect of the solution. So my role is to, like I mentioned, we were both computer engineers. So
Mm-hmm.
we have to sell our software. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so my role is to find a good sales partner and need to bring in clients, customers. So
Got it. Mm-hmm.
I'm most of the time I'll be looking for partners and customers. That's my role.
Awesome. And while we're on that subject, who are typical kinds of customers for your product?
So our product is being used by various types of customers.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's a platform, you can put any type of content in it.
Mm-hmm.
So our typical customers are, any corporates, training institutions, And one of our partners is working with the high school students test prep. Um, so basically, you take our platform and you uh, use it for your needs by just customizing to your needs. And
Mhm.
our niche is we work with these solutions and we give customized solutions for our customers.
Okay, so if you were going to meet somebody this afternoon to have an in-depth conversation about helping them with their entity,
Mhm.
what would that entity be typically?
So I can work with the staffing company, for
Okay,
example. I can work with any federal contractor
got
who
it.
is
Yep.
trying to upskill their employees. So what they can do is they can take our platform and they might be having 2,000 employees, but they don't know what to do with them once their project ends or what they will do in 2 years.
Hmm. Hmm.
Their their business takes a different trajectory, but the employees are outdated or they are still working on some technology because the technology keeps on changing.
Oh, yeah.
And the employees want to get more salary, so they want to have a career path defined for them. They
Yep.
wanted to, so right now they could be a business analyst, and in 2 years they want to be a project manager. But what is the path for them instead of just working, 8 hours a day? And as an employer, you don't want to lose your employees after 2 years because you invested in them and you don't want to lose them, although you have other openings. If your employees are trained in those skills, you
Hmm.
have used your own employees instead of hiring from outside. And
Got it.
generally, if you have to hire outside uh, person, a candidate with certain experience, say 5 years experience, 10 years
Hmm.
experience with the specific skill set, it's very difficult.
Hmm.
They have to be available in that area, that
Hmm.
industry, and you have to give sign-on bonus and all those things. So it's very difficult to hire once you're, in the market for um, once if you need somebody who is more experienced in certain.
Hmm.
So those kind of companies I would be targeting.
Got it. Okay, good. There's an awful lot of people getting into AI now. What makes you unique? What puts you ahead of those companies?
Yeah, so right, like you said, everybody is talking about AI, and they have
Hmm.
every website has its AI powered. But what's making us unique is we are a technology provider, and we are ahead in the market, and we do have customers who use our product, and we use the generative AI, to so that the end users will be utilizing it without knowing that that they are actually working with the AI system.
Hmm.
And it's so if you go to ChatGPT, you will be able to definitely get some answers, get some things done. But we have our architecture is not just work with one provider. So we work with different um, you know different LLMs in the backend. So it's not just one technology that we are relying on. And also, uh, we make the AI being helpful or impactful to the society in a positive way.
Good, 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 good. So you're working with different kinds of databases and different sources of information than something like ChatGPT or some of the other, shall we say, more common sources.
Yeah, we do work with the OpenAI as well. Uh, but how we are making it impactful is with the just with the plain content,
Mm-hmm.
able to generate courses or your coaching training sessions within minutes instead of weeks. It used to take them weeks uh, for people weeks to do it, but with our platform, it could be done in minutes.
Awesome. 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 That's very good. We're going to take a little bit of a tangent. Why'd you go into business in the first place?
That's a good question. Um, so, like I said earlier, we were both computer engineers, and
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to do something that is impactful.
Mm-hmm.
But and my husband is, he both of us are techies, but he's more techie, than me, a real techie. But he really likes to develop products, and we both talk about, products for almost 2 decades. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, would this be would this can we we'll run through a lot of ideas like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
can we do this? And then after 3 weeks we'll say, okay, that's not going to work. uh, then we'll run through other ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a ongoing conversation for a long time. And
Mm-hmm.
then at one point we decided, we have to do what we are inclined to do, like what we like to do. And we have the skill set, and technology is, we are pioneer because we developed software for various other institutions and organizations. Then why can't we do it ourselves? That is one of the reasons that we got into this product development business,
Mm-hmm.
and also SaaS. Uh, we can scale, and it could be anywhere. So the technology is one piece, and you can ask me why education. It could be a fintech. Probably that could have been more, appealing or more sassy
Mm-hmm.
than other, fields. But education is, I always wanted to do something impactful to the community, to the people. And because, where I came from in India, at least 2 generations ago, not everybody could get educated.
Yeah.
So it was it was only few people, few selected, generation, a community of people got educated. And I know the difference of how education is impactful and helpful. So my great grandfather was a school headmaster during British era.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I know how, our family, and I was given the opportunity for a good education because of that, impact. But some of the other, population do not have the same exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Even my parents were educated, my grandparents were educated. So that's a difference. Uh, and our lives were changed tremendously just because I had the education.
Awesome. 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 Um, what would you say has been the most memorable hurdle you've had to cross in the process of building this business?
Um, I would say money.
Mm. In what
You
way?
you can have great idea, and you can build a business, and you can develop a product, um, but you definitely you need to be able to sell it, right? It has to be a sellable product. You need to know the market and all, but you need some resources as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two people cannot do, they can go only so far. So you need,
Mm-hmm.
so for us, because of our, our experience and our, uh, we didn't start the entrepreneurship right after college. Unless you are a very rich person, unless your parents fund that company, you cannot be an entrepreneur right after college, right? You
Hmm.
need
Hmm.
money, so you end up depending on somebody.
Hmm.
But in our case, that's different, right?
Hmm.
So we were able to bootstrap ourselves. So money was an issue,
Hmm.
but we were able to overcome that so
Good,
far.
good, 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 good. So capitalization and keeping that engine going. Good. Awesome. Awesome. Let's look ahead. Technology is changing hourly. Um, what do you see in the next 5 to 10 years? Where are you going to be 10 years from now?
Technology is changing. You're right. And I see a pivoting moment
Hmm.
from the organizations,
Hmm.
people and companies who do not talk about technology and anything. They started looking at how we can leverage AI
Hmm.
openly instead of thinking it might hurt them.
Hmm.
Even 1 year back when I was doing a customer discovery calls for my product, I was doing research on who is our customer profile and who I can target. People were really scared at that, even
Hmm.
at that time, like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, I know I don't want to be part of this. Uh, so some people were really hesitant because they were saying, oh, I don't want to use a platform like this because I don't want to my my brain or my information to be stolen and used by somebody else. Then I was explaining them how it works. But there are, over the months, there is a big change. So there is a,
Hmm.
uh, you know, change happening. But in the next 5 years, I see tremendous momentum, tremendous growth as a
Hmm.
company.
Hmm.
And anybody who is in a business, they have to rely on AI. That's what is going on. If you're resisting, then you're falling behind. So
You're
you
either
have,
in or you're out.
yeah. So I see a tremendous growth in our
Good.
next 5 years.
How do you see that affecting you personally?
AI, you mean?
Well, AI, yes, but that kind of evolution and change and growth.
Personally, we are from a couple of, the generation who did everything on our own.
Hmm.
So in our college, we were able to use only a calculator,
Mm.
or when I did my engineering.
Hmm.
And, in high school, we didn't even have a calculator, I think. Probably for calculus we had. So for us to think that there are so much uh, information available
Hmm.
readily,
Hmm.
that is progress, and I
Hmm.
like it.
Hmm.
So the knowledge is global right now.
Hmm.
So the knowledge is not in one place.
Hmm.
Earlier, we used to think McKinsey or all those consultancies, strategic consultants. They are the ones who know or how a business could be done, how things work, how we can present ourselves, how we write the proposals. But now anybody can do it.
Yeah, you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, you can. You search in ChatGPT and you
Yeah.
find what information you want to present.
Hmm.
Don't need a strategy consultant.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. So that's moving, but what will that do for you personally?
So personally, I think we will be able to tap into that momentum,
Hmm. Okay.
um, and I am growing, and it's not. Although we are not agreeing with it completely,
Hmm.
but there is impact on how I think and do stuff.
Hmm.
And it's going to be very easy, I think
Hmm.
the life will be, although
Do you see yourself having to grow and add people and build a bigger team, if you will,
Yeah,
to cover more clients?
definitely, definitely. For my business, definitely it's going to grow and it's going to explode. And we will have more people uh,
So,
to uh, support the customer base. We are, if you're asking me if there will be workforces needed, I'm sure 100% it's needed.
yes. Yeah.
Do you look at the same level of skill set of people would I be looking for? Probably not.
So you're going to be needing to learn how to grow in terms of management skills and leadership skills and um, how to work with remote teams and deal with different kinds of cultural challenges, communication challenges in many different areas.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
cultural challenges, our company is, we have partners and customers all around the globe.
Yeah, and that's what I'm here sitting here thinking about is doing business in India would be probably relatively straightforward for you. But then you've got to think about, well, okay, then there's Germany, and then there's the Middle East, and that's a whole bunch of different cultures, and on and on and on and on. That's a just growing, learning how to deal with attracting clients and guiding clients through processes. That's got to be a growing process all by itself.
Yes, definitely. Like you said, the culture, even for me, India is not straightforward. I've been living here in US for 3 decades now.
Hmm.
Uh, so sometimes it's the culture is new to me when I go back to India
Yeah.
because the culture there is changing.
My
And
impression is there's multiple cultures there as well.
yeah, it is a multicultural
Hmm.
society.
Hmm.
And your neighbor could be a different religion and a different state. They could be completely different. And, so in Chennai, the capital of Tamil Nadu, it's a metropolitan city where
Hmm.
even people from different countries live there,
Aha.
and people of different classes live there.
Okay.
And the one side of the city is different. It looks like American influence. Some side it looks different. And, it's not straightforward like we are thinking. It is if you have to run a business, it's a challenge in
It's a
all.
challenge. It's different. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. 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 If you were based on what you've learned, and you've had some years of experience here, based on what you've learned, if you started your business over again today, brand new, what would you do differently?
I would look at more of the marketing and sales ahead of time, thought through that sales process ahead of time
Hmm.
before deciding on something.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. There's been a saying in English, and I'm sure you've been here long enough to have heard it, that if you invent a better mousetrap, the world will beat its path to your door. My impression for the years I've been in coaching, that is not true. They will have no idea that you're there if you don't have some sort of a marketing message out there as to that you have something different, why it's different, why it's better, and why they should have it instead of what they've got. Um,
Yeah,
that piece is a missing piece in
yeah.
that. And
We could have saved time if we did that earlier in our
hmm.
ball game
Hmm.
than later.
Hmm.
So
Cool, cool. Where would you like this business to get to? What's your long-term vision? Where do you want to see it?
like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to do something in education because I wanted to make a difference in
Hmm.
people's lives, right from school to adult. So I'm looking at, people around the globe using a platform like this to uh, scale both their knowledge and their business. And anybody who has, earlier we used to think that only, the American education system is excellent, and obviously it is good, and we have more expertise, knowledge, and that was built over the years because the education pioneer. But now I'm thinking, in the next few years, 5 to 10 years, even a university in Middle East or India could be a pioneer
Hmm. Hmm.
because of the vast knowledge uh, exchange that's happening. So we don't have to be, we don't have to be location specific.
Hmm.
So, that is my vision. I don't know.
Hmm. No,
So
this is fine. This is
So
good.
my thought process is I want an education institution in Middle East or India to be so successful like MIT or a Stanford here.
Hmm.
They don't have to travel all the way to US to have that level of education. They
Yeah.
should do it. Every country should be able to use the power of AI and other technologies available and the knowledge available to build institutions in their own way. And also, companies do not have to send people away to get trained or get certified in certain universities. They should be able to do it themselves if they are doing a continuous education using a platform like us.
Got it. Got it. Awesome. So before we wrap up, let's do a few rapid fire questions just to have a little bit of fun here. What would you say is the one key to success for you?
Um, Key to success is like I said, I want to be, more impactful. So I want more people to be educated around the
Hmm.
globe
Hmm.
using our platform.
Hmm.
That is
Cool.
my goal.
Cool. All right. What's if you were introduced to a brand new business owner today, somebody who's just getting started, what's one piece of advice you would have for that person?
Um, so there is nothing like, you have to follow this person, this company, anything like that. For me, I'm just being me. I'm just being Anita.
Hmm.
And my advice is just being you, and you have to enjoy what you do,
Good. Good.
and you don't feel like you're doing work.
Ah, good point. Yeah. Good. Good. What's one book you're reading now or read recently that's had impact on how you're approaching your business?
Um, so I read different types of books, and also even I'll read a book for a few chapters and then I'll stop, and then so and also I don't read books just for my business.
Hmm.
I read books just for fun.
Hmm.
For I just wanted to gain some knowledge, and I need to enjoy that book. So the recent book that I would say is The Covenant of Water by
Mm.
Abraham Verghese, but I haven't finished reading it
Ah.
to tell a synopsis of it, but I really enjoy it. Whenever I get time, I have the Audible version as well.
Mm.
So it's very interesting. It's the early 1900s of Chennai, India. That's where I go for business as well. So that resonates with me.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Just for fun, if you could significantly improve just one piece of your business tomorrow, what would it be?
Marketing.
Hmm. I figured that from what you said a little bit earlier. That's a good one. That's a pretty common one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So more importantly, if somebody wants to get in hears this and wants to get in contact with you, um, what's the best way they could find you?
They can email me. That's
Mhm.
Anita@edrevel.com.
Awesome. Very good.
We have a website that's edrevel.ai
Okay. And LinkedIn?
and LinkedIn. That's a very quick and easier way to connect anybody. And I respond to messages in LinkedIn more promptly than an email.
Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. All
Yeah.
right. So last question. This one's the hard one.
Okay.
What's most inspiring to you today?
So when I hear from people who use my platform that it's very helpful to them, both, when it's if it's a business, they say that it's really helpful to them in running the business,
Yep.
scale the business, and uh, even government institutions, they help. It helped people, um, you know, to get like entrepreneurship training so that they can run their small businesses
Hmm.
successfully.
Hmm.
And stories like this is what I'm living for, I would say.
Hmm.
So that helps me to move forward.
Fantastic. Fantastic. This has been a great conversation. I've really enjoyed listening to your story. So thank you very much for sharing. And for everybody who's watching, I encourage you to save this show, come back and watch it again, because we're getting some really good insights into what it takes to get a business going. It is always challenging, always got some new insights, especially starting with marketing. It's always an important thing to start with where's the customer and what do they need. So it's always very good to be looking at it from that point of view. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get our channel so that you can get notifications every time one of these new videos drops, just like this one. So thank you to everyone who joined us today. And especially thank you, Anita. I appreciate you taking time with us today.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you to anybody who is listening, and thank you for your time.